Welcome to the new normal. Avs win over the Dallas Stars 4-1.
Colorado has won the Stanley Cup.
First of all, take the NHL rulebook and throw it in a fire because the rules are dumb. That aside, the Avs are not going to be a team that dominates possession while they're this injured. It's just the reality. Despite that, they continue to win on a surprisingly consistent basis. Most nights, that's because their stars are ridiculously good, and while this game did start that way, it didn't finish that way. And even that might be a stretch. The Avs get a power play early in the game, and it is Nathan MacKinnon to get the job done, but Dallas kind of does this to themselves. The Avs ultimately lose a puck battle behind the net here on the power play, and this should be an easy up and out for Dallas, but the puck gets mishandled not once, but twice, as you saw it go off of Hintz there, and Ben is collecting it in open space. This is easy stuff. NHLers do this correct every time, and he just forgets the puck. Just completely mishandles it, and that allows Nathan MacKinnon to come from behind the play, turn around, and get an A-plus opportunity for himself on the opposite side, and Wedgwood just does not position particularly well, as MacKinnon's going to beat him short side. That's good work for Nathan MacKinnon to take advantage of the mistakes that Dallas makes, but boy, if I was a Dallas fan, I would not be happy with that play. Obviously the turnover, but Wedgwood's got to do a better job of positioning in net, too. And the first half or so of the first period was a pretty even game. The Avs capitalized on their power play opportunity, but at 5-on-5, it felt pretty back and forth. The Avs eventually being the first team to capitalize at even strength as well. The clip is a little bit laggy here, so apologies, but after the Avs get the zone, this play just completely breaks down. Some mishandled pucks lead to a puck bouncing out towards the blue line. It's collected by Lehkonen, who just happens to be in the area at the right time, and there's nothing fancy here. He just slaps this one towards the net. It's safe, and he's hoping to get lucky, and that's exactly what happens. In front, can't really see it, but this is Mikko Rantanen putting a good tip on the puck. Not enough to score a goal, but enough to keep Wedgwood from smothering it, and that means the puck bounces out, and it bounces out in such a way that the Stars aren't able to pick it up and recognize it, Mikko being taken heavily by the man in front. The only person who does see it is Josh Manson, and he gets essentially a free goal. This game was all over the place for Josh Manson. He picked up that goal, he would pick up an assist later in the game, and he would also pick up 3 minor penalties. Really did a little bit of everything tonight, which on one hand was fun, on one hand was a bit nonsense from the referees, and on the third hand, that normal humans definitely have, he's got to be a little bit better about the penalties. With that being said, as this game drifted into the second period, the Avs did do a very good job on the whole on the penalty kill. They killed 4 of 5 tonight. They do end up giving up 1 goal, but they did not lose on special teams, both teams picking up 1 there. I will give you one guess who scored that power play goal for the Dallas Stars. Dallas on the power play win the faceoff here, but ultimately just play it around the perimeter to get set up. You know the drill here. They throw Joe Pavelski in front of the net. This one, as much as I love Joe Pavelski's skill for tipping pucks, is just nonsense. The puck's going to get thrown in there, and it's just going to rattle around like a pinball. Makes absolutely no sense, but 3 bounces, and it winds up in the back of the net. We all know Joe Pavelski's going to get his against the Avs. Just take it and move on with life. And that is exactly what the Avs did. Despite getting dominated for a good portion of the middle of this game, they were still able to answer the 1 goal Dallas put up. And it comes from one of the least likely of sources. Just great work from this line from the Avs here. Kaut winning a race to a puck in the neutral zone off of a free bounce, and then winning the puck battle to get it down in deep to Newhook. Newhook showing some patience to go in behind the net, but then not trying to get too cute. He uses the space he has and throws it towards the net. The Avs have pretty clearly picked up on something with Wedgwood here that he's giving up rebounds. Newhook creates one, and you see Hunt there, just a little swipe backhand, slips it through the 5-hole. Dryden Hunt's first as an Av, more importantly, that second, third line, whatever you want to call it, the Newhook line, gets the job done for Colorado. The Avs are able to maintain that 2-goal lead despite getting doubled up in shots in the second period, and by the end of the second period, the Avs had been outshot 36-20. And this is the new normal for Colorado, because they just don't have the depth to hang when it comes to possession. It's not great, It's probably not sustainable long term, but it's going to have to be sustainable until the Avs start to get healthy. And they've done a good job of limiting opponents. Despite giving them a number of shots, most of them aren't all that dangerous. On the flip side, at least on nights where they're winning, the Avs do a very good job of capitalizing on the few opportunities that they do create for themselves. Particularly on nights like this one where their depth is finishing, the Avs usually win. So the Avs go into the third up 3-1, and this is where the scheduling silliness starts to benefit Colorado. Dallas is on the second half of a back-to-back here, so their legs absolutely run out, and Colorado is able to dominate the third in a weird circumstance where the Avs were supposed to be on a Sega Baba as well, but because of the postponed game in Nashville, the Avs legs were fresh. And look, never apologize for good fortune. The Avs put the insurance goal in the back of the net 7 minutes into the third. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Unleashes a rebound, which gives the Avs going the correct direction as Logan O'Connor gains the zone on a 3-on-2 here. The Avs love to run this play with a little drop back on odd man rushes. They do it almost every time. Creates an opening for Josh Manson, and it's the exact same play. Throw it low, get the rebound, people crash the net. Comes out to O'Connor this time, who puts it in. Apparently, it hits off of Cogliano, but still goes in the net, and the Avs are cruising. Again, a little bit more production from the depth forwards. And you also had Georgiev all night making 40 saves, 41 saves even, in behind Colorado. With the goaltending being as good as it has been lately, especially out of Georgiev, the Avs can get away with playing like this. There is some light good news on the injury front. Both Bowen Byram and Darren Helm are skating again, so you can maybe expect some reinforcements in the next couple of weeks. But you're still not going to get those top-end forwards for a while. So the reality is you're going to have to get used to the Avs not being the team getting more shots. And if they continue to find ways to win, that's not the biggest problem in the world. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and anytime you beat Joe Pavelski is a good time.